This is the entry room. It's the place where I first met Dr. Erickson in 1973. I was going to be Dr. Erickson's house guest. I had attended a hypnosis conference in Newport Beach, California. I drove across the desert to visit Dr. Erickson, and embarrassed as I was, I arrived a little late in the evening, later than I expected. I didn't adequately judge the time I needed to drive from California to Phoenix. And I came in the front door and I was greeted by Roxana, and there was Dr. Erickson seated to my immediate left. And I moved forward to shake his hand and say hello, and that didn't happen because Dr. Erickson quite hypnotically, mechanically lifted his head in a series of steps, turned to look at me as I stood there perplexed, and then looked down the midline of my body. And Roxana took me by the arm, took me into the other room, and explained that her father was a practical joker, but really it wasn't a practical joke. It was a complete induction of hypnosis. It was done non-verbally. It was done without any words. I followed Dr. Erickson for 6+ years after that. I never saw him do anything like that again. He invented it at the moment. And probably what he did is he looked at me and defocused his eyes and looked through me, and then looked mechanically down the midline of my body, symbolically suggesting go down inside. Now, if there was ever an opportunity that I would be in a somnambulistic trance, that was probably one. And that was the first of a number of unusual hypnotic inductions that Dr. Erickson did with me, and was my way of getting to know him. And then it was the next morning that I met with him for the first time, which is recorded in this book, Experiencing Erickson, which annotates my first 3 days of being with Dr. Erickson in 1973.